was here. Like, even when she left, Officer Mason was dead shocked, as was Daniel, that she actually left. Because she told us issues, but it's kind of not my spot to say. So what goes on there is in custody of her mother.
Have to go to family court, and he should be allowed at minimal right now, supervised access.
We're working on that, so that's something I don't really want to discuss. Is like everybody saying that maybe she met, I don't know, but she was leaving her why phone up to get anywhere. Was not a great idea. I'm sorry.
Saturday morning, it was sad.
Okay, I hope this is okay now. Oh my God. Thank you. Sorry, guys. I have no idea what happened. Well, I have an idea, but it's fixed. Oh my God. Wow, you guys are coming back. Thank you so much. So, what happened? I'm using a special plan for YouTube, and it expired. I had to just pay real quick online. I do it separately from my regular phone bill. It's a special where I can get YouTube at a higher speed, and which is what I need the most. You know what I mean? So I can upload and do this and do that and so on and so on. Yep, that's what happened. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you very, very much. You see, I was wondering what happened, man. It turned out everything went to zero. I was still talking. Oh, guys, okay. So I want to get now to the real important part. The blanket, okay? The blanket is what's really important. Enough of Logan. I already went through this before. Too boring. Not important. Let's get to the blanket, okay? Because I have said it even in the last one. I believe Cheryl. I believe the blanket was on the railing. I believe she was told that, but she was hesitant to say it because she did not want people to know too much. It was all enough to get people to back off of Malaya, because Daniel had tried to even push so far that he almost gave himself up, right? He was so angry when sadness that Malaya had left him. He was so upset that he talked to Charmaine in a private message and he let her have it. And she needed to do damage control, and her friend Cheryl and her half-sister Haley, to get both at different times, they came on and they wanted to clarify some things. But I believe both were instructed not to take it too far, which is why Haley backtracked after she talked about the drugs. And then, of course, it came out it was all true. And the same with this blanket. I believe the blanket in the garbage can was staged, 100% staged. And this is why she allowed herself to be interrupted by Logan and backtrack from talking about the blanket up on the railing. I believe, well, shit ain't gonna happen again, I guess. I hope. Trying to find the pic of the blanket in the window. Yes, please. If you can find it, send it to me. And the exact interview from where it came. Even if it was another blanket, we need to know for sure, guys. Everything that we've been hearing from day one, be it about the old road, where is it? Well, I don't know either. None of this. Well, watch this channel. They're going to know. They didn't talk about it. Enough of this crap. We got to be self-sufficient from now on. Charlie Kirk was... Oh, my God. Come on, man. We're not talking about Charlie Kirk here. Where was I? Yes, thank you so much for looking.
I'm good friends with Malaya. I just wanted to kind of touch on a few things that you said. So we were the ones that actually found the blanket. And as far as I knew, the blanket was on the railing.
Yes, I believe her. She will backtrack, but I believe her. She's trying not to push too far, but they want to protect Malaya from what Daniel may wind up saying. Okay, they don't want to get the script all blown out of proportion. They don't want things to go haywire, to where Daniel goes down and Malaya goes down for whatever she did or didn't do.
Not in the garbage. And Malaya didn't leave Saturday morning. It was Saturday evening because an altercation had broken out and Daniel's mother actually tried to attack me. So it was well after.
So the number one thing to me that I realized, the blanket not only wasn't in the garbage, it was on the railing. It was used, I believe, Thursday night, torn in half when Daniel removed the children. That's why it is so important. And the language indicates to me just how important the blanket is to them. It is extremely important. And they want us to believe the blanket has been in the garbage for a week and it wound up being on a tree because a bear took it up there. Well, whenever it doesn't make sense, it just doesn't make sense, guys, right? We don't always know why it doesn't make sense, but it does make sense when you learn more and you listen very, very closely. I don't think they are. Yeah, I agree. Ah, shit. You see, it takes one bad apple in here to get everything out of haywire. And I gotta go in here and babysit. Shit, man. How do you do it that I need to set it up so only subscribers can comment? Some like that. But I can't. Let me see, is he gone? I think he's gone. Shit, okay. Sayonara, motherfucker. Where was I? Okay.
Supper Saturday when she actually left the premises. So Logan, over that weekend, I think I met her Saturday maybe. I can't quite remember exactly who she is, but I do remember meeting her.
For the newcomers, let's go back to it. And this is important.
I'm good friends.
This is Cheryl, the friend of Malaya's.
With Malaya. I just wanted to kind of touch on a few things that you said. So we were the ones that actually found the blanket. And as far as I knew, the blanket was on the railing, not in the garbage. And Malaya didn't leave Saturday morning. It was Saturday evening because an altercation. I knew the blanket was on the railing, not in the garbage.
The blanket was on the railing and not in the garbage. And I don't care if she saw it herself. I believe exactly that's what she was told. She doesn't want to tell us who said it. It could have been Haley, Malaya, what's the name of the guy? Hayden. It could have been one of them. There is a reason she's telling us this. And it's not to be disregarded. She's treading very carefully. Doesn't want to get Malaya in trouble. Malaya just wants Daniel to shut up. Send a few warning shots. And go back to her normal. Because she's enjoying herself. Don't assume that she misses Jack and Lilly at all. Yes, welcome, Zach. I saw you and I realized that I need to get back to this important part. The reason I had to go live. I was going to pre-record it for a time when more people are on, but screw that. I have some timestamps here. But
And Malaya didn't leave Saturday morning. It was Saturday evening because an altercation had broken out and Daniel's mother actually tried to attack me. So it was well after supper Saturday when she actually left the premises. So Logan, over that weekend, I think I met her Saturday maybe. I can't quite remember exactly who she is, but I do remember meeting her. That was just it. But
so now I'm waiting for Logan's bullshit story about the blanket being in the trash on Saturday.
left Saturday evening, not.
So on Friday, where was the blanket on Friday?
Yeah, after the
Saturday
briefing.
morning.
After the briefing on land.
No, it was after
Now the next 2 minutes will be annoying because they're talking about,
the altercation.
You left, but Malaya didn't.
We all left. Malaya
No.
went with her mother.
No.
I
Yes.
left. My sister left. My sister-in-law left. We all left at the same time.
Yes, but the altercation was before the briefing, honey.
And
We all
then
were
there
not-
was one after because your mother was involved in that one.
Yes, and that's when we were
Yes.
saying about the car. And I don't know who came back looking for the cell phone, and we were trying to get Malaya's grandmother to leave the house. Yes.
Yes.
But Malaya left right after the briefing. You guys didn't. Malaya left right from the briefing.
5 minutes before us. Yeah.
she's
Right,
almost
right
done.
after the briefing, up at the briefing. She never came back to the house.
No.
You
So
guys
it wasn't Saturday
Oh my God, this is so annoying, dude.
morning that she had.
No, it was Saturday afternoon.
This is exactly Logan's pattern when she's online, when she's harassing people. And same shit.
After the
It
briefing.
was Saturday evening. I think around supper time-ish.
It was Saturday around evening time. That's good enough.
Yeah, after the briefing at 4:00.
Yeah.
Oh my God, listen to that.
But yeah, no. And the blanket was in the garbage. The cops even went and found the other half in there.
That was Logan?
Yeah, as far as I knew, the blanket was on the railing.
Yeah. The blanket was on the railing, people. Logan introduces that because she said, remember, the blanket was not in the garbage. It was on the railing. I don't care if she saw it or not. She was in a tight group of people, Team Malaya. And I believe that with each other, they were honest. Later on, not so much. Tight-lipped, for sure. But with each other, I believe it when she says, as far as I knew, the blanket was on the railing. So that would be by the sliding door. The blanket was never in the garbage until shortly before Daniel asked his brother Justin to make a video, staging him finding the blanket in the garbage. This is very important, people. And I missed it the first time. But yes, Kim, thank you. I will make it not more than 30 minutes.
Yeah, no. The cops came and collected the other piece.
Yeah. After Daniel staged it.
After the other piece was grabbed from the trees.
Yes, where we found it.
I'm still trying to place who you are, but
That's okay. There's so many people. Yeah, I don't really want to touch.
I'm still trying to place who you are. So she's trying to discredit Cheryl right now. Were you even there? You know what I mean?
On that kind of stuff. Kind of just respecting her privacy right now, but
Yeah, nothing about Malaya.
I just kind of picked up on a couple of things that you had said, and I wanted to clarify that she most certainly didn't leave Saturday morning. It was Saturday into the evening after the briefing.
yeah, Susan probably misspoke because I said that in our
No,
first
that's okay. That's okay.
where we said where she left because I put the baby in the car for her and her mother drove off.
Dylan.
Oh, Okay, one moment.
But you guys were supposed to come back for Malaya's car and you guys didn't. Nobody took Malaya's car and it got repoed by the.
It didn't get repoed. It got towed away. It didn't get repoed. You know, maybe your car got repoed at one point, but it didn't get repoed. It didn't get repossessed because of non-payments. You were supposed to. She was supposed to. You see, they're used to bossing Malaya around. they viewed Malaya as a person with no mind. She had no will of her own. She didn't protect her children. She was like a, I don't know, punching bag. That's why she had a breakdown. That's why she wanted to leave. You know what I mean? But I want to go back to the blanket with Logan.
What is it? The search and rescue guy got it towed back to wherever Malaya was. So you guys, I thought her stepsister or whatever was supposed to take the car. That was after the whole altercation because they were
Yep, they wanted to have them together.
trying to get
I don't
Malaya's
know.
grandmother out of the house because she didn't want to leave.
I don't know. That's not really relevant to anything I was talking with Susan about. I'm not.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew that Malaya did not come back to the house. She left right from the briefing. You left.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my God.
I was with her because it was on the railing. That's what I was told.
Yes. Third time, the blanket was on the railing. It was never in the garbage until Daniel put it there that night. And then he called the RCMP and said, hey, I saw the other piece. It's in the garbage.
But if you were
But
there,
it was on the
took it from the
railing
garbage.
or in
I'm
the
just-
garbage.
you were-
It doesn't
Hold on,
matter.
Nicole, you said about you were like coming in here to correct people about the blanket.
Yes,
And you,
because it was on the railing. That's what I was told.
Fourth time, it was on the railing. She is absolutely reliable. She was told it was on the railing. Sure, this would be considered hearsay in court, but I believe her. I believe Cheryl. So even though Logan tries to talk over her right now, that blanket was never in the trash. Never. And why is it so important? Because it played a very important role on Thursday night when the children were being removed. That's why Logan is on this. That's why it's so important to her.
but if you were
But it
there,
was on the
took it from the
railing
garbage.
or in
I'm
the
just-
garbage.
you-
I was told it was on the railing. But
Fifth time she said it. She knows somebody she trusts has told her it's on the railing. 5 times she mentioned it. Why would she feel the need to lie about that? Cheryl doesn't have a reason.
I really don't know. I don't think it matters. All I know is the blanket was found in the trees up on the road. I wouldn't even call it half. Just a piece of it. Did I see it on the railing? No. Did I see it in the tree? Yes. Did I see it in the garbage?
No, but the cops know it was in the garbage.
Yeah. No.
I seen it in the tree too. That's why I knew.
You what?
I said I was there when you found it in the tree. Like I was there 2 seconds after you guys found it.
Yes. Yeah.
No, see when
We know about the blanket in the tree. We want to know about the garbage thing.
Daniel found out about the blanket in the tree because he was in the woods before after Malaya left about it.
He found out Daniel was in the woods when the blanket was found, and he found out after Malaya left. That would have been Saturday evening. But the police report says the blanket was found in a tree on Friday. What time was it? 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 2 p.m., something like that. You see? Yeah, they seized it from the garbage, but it wasn't in there before. That blanket was on the railing, people. I'm telling you.
I was told it was on the railing, but I really don't know. I don't think it's matter.
She doesn't want to ruffle any feathers. She doesn't want to have too much of a, but she sticks with it. I was told it was on the railing.
All I know is the blanket was found in the trees up on the road. I wouldn't even call it half. Just a piece of it. Did I see it on the railing? No. Did I see it in the tree? Yes. Did I see it in the garbage?
No, but the cops know it was in the garbage.
The cops knew it was in the garbage when Daniel called them. At that point, it was in the garbage. I agree.
Yeah. No.
I seen it in the tree too. That's why I knew.
You what?
I said I was there when you found it in the tree. Like I was there 2 seconds after you guys found it.
Yes. Yeah.
No, see when Daniel found out about the blanket in the tree, because he was in the woods before knowing about it, and found out after Malaya left about it.
Nope. That would be Saturday evening. The blanket was found on Friday. Look at the police report. Logan is lying about it. Why? Because Saturday evening, I guess it was Saturday evening that he called the RCMP about it being in the trash, right? Didn't they search the garbage before? Did they do nothing? Did they just stand around and let the search teams go through the woods and look for the children? They missed a lot of opportunities there, the RCMP, a lot of opportunities.
He went out to the garbage because we all mentioned the blanket. So he went out, he goes, I put that blanket in the garbage, I'm going to say about a week ago because it was ripped.
I'm going to say about a week ago. I'm going to say because it was ripped. Who ripped it? It was ripped, passive language. Who ripped it?
So him and I forget who else. I think
it was not just ripped a little bit. It was torn in half.
Was his brother. Went out, videoed it all, opening up the garbage and like checking around, and you could see it. So like we called the cop.
Checking around and you could see it, right? Checking around, it was right there, not in a bag, down below. You could see it.
Cops right after that. Like
I'm sure you did.
The RCMPs came right out after that. But yeah, it was in the garbage. The RCMPs came.
Yeah, it was in garbage. Yeah, in the garbage. Yeah, in the garbage. No. No. Cheryl, I believe her. It was on the railing. And you know what? When Daniel found out about the blanket in the trees, that's when he wanted to make them think he'd thrown it away a week before that. That's why he panicked and he grabbed the blanket wherever it was, on the railing or wherever, put it in the garbage. Then he asked Justin to start taping. He put it down there somewhere into the garbage. He opened the garbage, and I would love to see this stupid video. You know, hey, Justin, do you remember a week ago? I threw away the blanket. Wow, really? Yes, Mom told me about it. Oh yeah, let's look if it's still there. Hi everybody, I'm Daniel, and this is evidence. Look, I'm taking the lid off. Okay. Oh, there it is right here. Okay, Exhibit A. This is for the courts. And then he started telling us a bear might have taken it. Bears do go into garbage. But was there a bear anywhere? The bear seems to be his excuse for several things, right? The wrench. Why would a bear take this? Anybody, if you believe, oh my God, when they go into these types of stories that nobody in the right mind believes, immediately ask yourself, what are they trying to cover up here? What is the real story? What is the real, you know what I mean? I would love to see this stupid video, man. Oh my God. I mean, and then of course, Janie had to double down on it because it was so important to them. Because all of them knew, Daniel, Malaya, and Janie knew the connection. So why wasn't it tested? Was it tested? And do they simply not want people to know? I have to consider these possibilities, people. I'm sorry, I'm not somebody who thinks, okay, this is not about police work right now. We are not actively involved in the case. So we're not restricted. Could it be, I'm just asking, could it be that the test came back and they found out something that they don't want to explore any further? Now remember, this house is a poster child for an environment that the CPS needs to take children out of. See, immediately they gotten Daniel, CPS immediately gotten involved with Meadow. They knew what's up with these people. Oh, we screwed up. Now let's remove this child before Daniel, let's make sure he never has contact alone with a child again, even his own children that he didn't abuse, maybe. But now, that's why they said no unsupervised visits. We know what you did before with Jack and Lilly. You better shut the hell up. Nope, you're not going to see Meadow. And you, Malaya, you neither. You lied, you protected him, you covered for him. No way, Jose. No way on earth, people. That is why, and I remember so many of you wondering about this in the beginning. And, I can go back to Logan's statements earlier when I knew that there was a huge problem with the CPS. And I don't know, it's going to be more detailed now, but I want to move on to the areas that are the most important things that we need to pay attention to. Again, anybody who's listening or going to listen, yeah, they don't investigate themselves, man. Can you imagine the headlines? Stepfather, whatever, unalives children after CPS failed to protect them. Can you imagine what a scandal this will be? Do they really want that? Ask yourself. Same with Sebastian Rogers. Huge CPS issue already. Major failure. Do you think, and they know each other, man, the people, the top cops and the CPS people, I mean, come on, man. Can I prove it? No. But, let my mind go there. They work together on so many occasions. They know each other. You don't think they're going to leak information to each other, even though they will say, hey, this is all sealed. Nobody can get to it. Well, the people who work on these cases, they know the cops who work on the cases with them once in a while. They know each other. And they say, hey, Joe, hey, what's up, man? How are the kids? Everything good? Okay. Hey, who did the Martell thing? Remember the guy who gave his kids black eyes? Who wasn't? Okay. Well, did you hear? Oh, come on. This is speculation, of course. But I've worked in these circles, and these people tell each other, I'm being too polite. Yeah, I will allow myself to go there. So these people, man, they are friends, guys, with each other. It is in their best interest, and that's only my opinion, to have a case like that to go away. Go away. Get cold. Become a cold case. Everybody, go home, put up some flyers. That is the reality we live in. It happens all over the world. I've seen it all over the world. People help each other protect their jobs. That is the sad reality. So for all I know, the blanket should have been examined by now. The results should have been in 3 months later. And I believe they are in. Or on purpose, they took their time and didn't get there yet. Yep. It's the same again and again. It's the same story, guys. So our goal is to find out those of you who are in law enforcement or will wind up working or are private detectives. I have several people like that who want to get better at detecting deception. In a perfect environment, the police would use what I provide them with and investigate, ask the right questions. They should have interrogated Daniel the moment he started talking to Charmaine. That was the right time to get him in there and say, dude, she's not coming back. She's not coming back. She's leaving you. She's abandoning you. What did you mean when you said, look at Malaya? When did she give a guilty look? You know what I mean? That would have been the right time. Not 4 hours of grilling him. He didn't break. He didn't break. A lot of people would have. But Daniel did not. So that's why maybe he feels like he accomplished something. He beat the polygraph. He withstood 4 hours of interrogation. He fought for his life. He went to the pipeline. He convinced them to go there. He gotten all his friends there, getting rid of the evidence. And he's free now. Wow. Yep. And that's how it looks, people. That's how it looks to me. And that is why the blanket is so important to Logan Mackenzie.
Came out and collected it and all. The bag was still in the garbage bin and the garbage bin was closed.
The bag was still in the garbage bin and the garbage bin was closed. The bag was still in the garbage bin. What is she not telling us? She is not saying that the blanket was in the garbage bin because it was not. And the garbage bin was closed. That's insignificant. I want to know if the blanket was in a garbage bag. This is what struck me in the very beginning, guys. But she's trying to make it sound like, why does she feel the need to say the garbage bin was closed? Because the bag was not closed. The blanket was out there, where however Daniel just shoved it in there.
It was in the garbage.
Yeah, the garbage. It was in the garbage, the blanket. Okay. Yes, I believe you put it there. Listen to this.
Yeah, the RCMPs came out and collected it and all.
Yeah, after the fact.
The bag was still in the garbage bin and the garbage bin was closed.
The bag was still in the garbage bin and the garbage bin was closed. She didn't say the blanket was in the garbage bag. The bag was in the garbage bin. The blanket should have been in a garbage bag that was closed up, but it wasn't. Instead, she's introducing the garbage bin was closed. It's a fucking lid. You open it, you close it. You see? Insignificant. But she wants to use this to convince us or try to give us the impression that the blanket was in a bag and everything looked as if it had been thrown away a week before, which it didn't. And this is what I wanted to get to, guys. And I will keep going. Commercial.
I was speaking with Daniel yesterday. He was at my house. I'm going to go get my children here soon. So, okay, we'll have to leave this live.
I'm sick of this woman. I'm really sick of her. So, oh God. Yeah, they should have searched the garbage on May 2nd. That's absolutely insane. What did they do there? They stood around Sure, that's not the most exciting part of their job, right? Daniel has shown us actually the garbage. Man. I'm telling you guys, I'm done. This is what's so important, people. This is extremely important. And now it's coming very clear. Was there anything else that's coming up? I don't know for sure.
In the cup the other day because there's a group on Facebook with my Facebook profile saying, oh, do we even know if they're really related to Daniel and this, that, and the other thing?
Taking pictures of my house, taking pictures of me. I'm getting messages and whatnot. My father's trying as much as he can. He's getting a ton of heat right now.
Yeah.
I don't care about Jordan Geddes. Stupid ass. Leaving me a stupid message and then blocking me.
Went, well, F this, and gave up. And then at the very end, you had
Who's
tree, I guess. But yeah,
Haley?
I understand.
it's a nephew. But yeah, this to the next interview. So on that note, kept pretty quiet. I have a son of my own, right? And Lilly and Jack
This is Haley.
are my niece and nephew. But yeah, the subject of the blanket, it was found on a tree branch on.
Okay. The blanket again. The blanket was found on a tree branch, where she uses passive language here, right? Who found it? And why don't you want to tell us? Why don't you want to tell us, Haley? What are you holding back with? What is your problem here? Give it to me. Tell me.
Lansdowne Station Road in the evening of day one. It was used, or the other part of the blanket was used for a window or a door at the home, and it was.
Yeah, and it was maybe still in the window, but we're going to get to this. And from now, guys, and I'm sorry if it's going to be boring, but from now, I want to know every single detail. And I say it before I do it, because many times, and some of you have also told me, please tell me what I'm doing it all day. I'm researching. Tell me what you need. And now I'm more than happy to pass it on. I want to know this, see this interview, because we saw a blanket in the window, a pink one. And so, according to Logan, she said Daniel came home. Malaya was already gone on Saturday. So was it Saturday evening that he staged, in my opinion, the blanket in the garbage? That would mean if they gave an interview, if he gave the interview Friday or earlier on Saturday sometime, that could have been it. I would say it was one of Team Malaya. It was somebody Team Malaya for sure, right? Because Logan was 2 seconds behind. What was Logan doing? I believe Logan knew exactly what took place. I think her dad filled her in. I think her dad knew about it. And so this is only my opinion, of course. And so she knew how to do damage control. And I believe she followed them. Logan didn't do any searching or anything like that. I think she kept an eye on Team Malaya. And by Team Malaya, I mean Cindy Murray. I mean, maybe Wade. I don't know what's Wade there. Hayden, Haley, Cheryl. Malaya was probably back in the house with Meadow, right, at the time. And I believe they knew, I don't know how much they knew, but I believe that's when Logan said she was 2 seconds behind. She was watching these people. A dipshit kept an eye on them. She is considered the smart one in this family. I mean, you heard how they all talk. Like a spokesperson. which is why I love to analyze her. And she's an easy analyze, but this part I had missed. But now I'm going to stick with that. That blanket was on the railing, people. I'm convinced of it. Let's say it like that. Don't take my word for it. I'll tell you about myself. I am convinced that that blanket was on the railing and not in the garbage. That piece of blanket. At one point it was. Have they removed it from the window, put it on? I don't know. Was there more than one blanket? I don't know. But I believe Cheryl. Okay, here's Haley.
Thrown out, and this one just ended up on a tree, I guess.
It was thrown out, and this one just ended up on a tree, I guess. She knows more.
But yeah.
I understand one.
Don't they all sound like they're singing? I mean, they're not public speakers, but they sound like they're singing. Yeah. Everything is like a different tone.
Of you took a photograph of the blanket and took it back to Malaya for identification.
Yes, Hayden and I did. Yeah.
So you called the police, who went and, I guess, collected it?
No, the police were already down searching that area, but it was in such an open spot that cops were already down there and it wasn't seen earlier on. So it's just all a little mysterious, you know?
So was
Okay. Noted.
search and rescue in that area?
I don't believe on day one, right down there right away. So I was there from the get-go of when everything started. But yeah, so I don't know how it was missed because it was right on like the start of like a logging road or ATV trail right by the main Lansdowne Station Road.
Okay, so she says right by the main Lansdowne Station Road. She may be confused, she may be not, but let's hear this crap again. None of them is too bright, so I don't know who made what mistake, including the RCMP with their document. I don't know.
Mysterious, you know?
So was search and rescue in
There's no such thing as a mystery, people. Calling something a mystery means give it up. Don't try to figure it out. It's a mystery.
that area?
I don't believe on day one, right down there right away. So I was there from the get-go of when everything started. But yeah, so I don't know how it was missed because it was right on like the start of like a logging road or ATV trail right by the main Lansdowne Station Road.
Wouldn't that be Lansdowne Road? Where the ATV trail was by the pipeline? Why don't we know this stuff? Oh my goodness, dude.
The dirt road, but yeah.
And the other half, right, was found in the garbage.
I believe so. I wasn't back at the house for that to know that, but that's what I'm hearing. Yeah, that's what Logan said. And
That's what Logan said, Haley. Haley is Team Malaya, so she makes it clear. Logan said it, so you don't know shit. Logan said it. Logan lied because somebody told Cheryl it was on a railing at one point, and she said it 5 times. And I believe she tried to tone it down, but she said, nope, it was on a railing. Nope, I'm telling you, it was on the railing. I was told. She didn't want to tell us who told it, but I believe the person who told her, she believes that person. They trust each other, Team Malaya. But she trusted Logan enough, and Logan made sure to Logan made sure to penetrate every group, everybody that she could get to, and try to tell them what happened, even though it didn't. You see what I'm saying? From the beginning, she tried to mislead them and introduce something to her early on, so that the first impression that they had of what happened to the blanket was a false one. That's why Logan was there. That's why, the same way she's on Facebook monitoring, commenting whenever somebody posts my video and all of these things. Yep. So and Belinda and Chalsa, if you're listening, Well, I mean, I know there's a disconnect between the different groups now. But find out. Tell me exactly when Daniel gave the interview with the blanket in the window. And leave a comment, maybe even on my channel. I will highlight that comment. I know there are people looking right now. And this time we need to know. And I don't want to drag it out. I want people, when they come to my channel, to immediately look at the comment section and see the additional information, because that's what it's all about, guys. I'll analyze the language and I know what we need to look at. Unfortunately, it isn't the RCMP that is saying, wait a minute, Johnson, you take care of that. And take Miller and Smith with you. They're not doing anything. Yeah. Get to it right now. Within 2 or 3 days, they would arrest him, I believe. They would have enough. Even now. Test the blanket right now. Uh-oh. Well, yeah, that's what Logan said. There we go. I was wondering why somebody from Team Malaya told us this bullshit about the blanket being in the garbage. Like she said, Logan told her. Got it.
Yeah, so, and I mean, quite a ways
She seems extremely ditzy because she actually takes Logan's word for it.
down the road, like down the paved road from where they lived, up a dirt road, a good at least a mile or two. So yeah.
Okay, does it give us direction which road it is? Not really, right? And yeah, so everything is so.
So, and I mean, quite a ways down the road, like down the paved road from where they lived, up a dirt road, a good at least a mile or two. So yeah. Things are, well, you know, everything's touch and go. The subject is very touchy for family. Malaya's trying to live somewhat of a normal life.
Oh my God. Live a normal life, right? They know. They know the kids are not coming back, guys.
She shouldn't be expected to sit in the house and be miserable.
Yeah, she shouldn't be expected to sit in the house. She should be expected to be out there searching.
She can have a life too, right? She just...
I don't know. Because I mentioned recently the woman, they found a woman dead after 32 years. He was murdered. No, more than that, 40 years, right? 45 years or something like that. And the mother still lives in the same house, has the same phone number. And now it's a bad neighborhood and she couldn't leave because she thought maybe my daughter will come back here. That's what's expected. That's what's expected of you. Not leaving. So she wants to have a life. Well, it's her right. It's her right. It's not normal. It's not normal that she makes absolutely no effort to try to find Jack and Lilly. Well, it is normal when we put it into context with her leaving the house. And on top of that, not only leaving the house, but referring to pain and sorrow. Pain and sorrow, people. Pain and sorrow. That's grieving. Or the weakest form of what she wants to portray as grieving. But I do believe instinctively she knew she should have called 911 that night, because I do believe it's very possible Jack gotten into something. Which is why Janie kept saying he was a curious little boy. Because when they trash a missing child, they are telling you why, in their opinion, the child is no longer with us. And in this case, he is no longer with us because he's too much of a curious little boy who gets into stuff that he shouldn't, even though it was your son's responsibility, in my opinion only, to make sure that if you do stuff like this, you make sure none of it is anywhere that the kids can get to it. But if Haley is correct and you did it in the bathroom and you're a chaotic guy anyways, maybe you left it around there somewhere. And kids don't know what it is. What is it? Is it sugar? Is it sugar? Just a little bit can kill a little child. He's a 4-year-old. This is a possibility, guys. I'm not set on it, but it is a possibility. And it was to me from the beginning when he said Jack was out and Lilly kept coming into the room. I believe that was leakage. And Malaya said, instinctively, I knew I should call 911. And even Daniel said, she asked, should I call 911? He said, no. Do not call police. I'll be in big trouble. The question is, what did Lilly do? I knew she probably screamed like crazy. And what happened to Lilly? That I have not been able to figure out yet. At least if you catch any type of leakage there, because I believe this was leakage right there, that Jack was out. But I don't know what they did to her. And that is the part that I tried to avoid in the past, guys. Why? Because the thought of hurting a child, to shut her up, is so out of this world to me. And when I look at Daniel, he doesn't look like a violent guy the way Chris Proudfoot looks. You know what I mean? When I look at Chris Proudfoot, I see an abuser. And when I hear the stories about the belt and everything, I'm immediately, yep, I know he enjoyed it. That's who he was. But Daniel just didn't, and dare I say this, because I said it in the beginning, and 90% of you guys are female anyways, and you said, no, don't let the looks deceive you. I knew guys like that. They can be so sweet to the outside, but at home, the moment the door closes, it's absolute hell, believe me. And I believe you. Julia was one of them. Julia Turner, she's the one who told me, because in the beginning I said to her, I am not yet convinced that it was him until Logan first came. When Logan talked about the CPS issue and said he proved himself again and again, I knew he had to prove himself. I knew it was ongoing. Logan's language revealed this. That's my turning point. That's when I said it was Daniel. Daniel was the problem. That's what it told me. There was a problem, and the problem was Daniel. And that's when I shifted completely. Even though in the beginning, many people said, well, I had a cousin who had postpartum stress, and my cousin hurt her children. Didn't kill them, but did something irrational or bad. You don't know. I said, yes, I'm open to this too. But I need the language. Logan McKenzie. That dumbass is the reason how I knew. And I knew that was a week later that we gotten it officially from the news that there was a huge CPS issue. So Logan McKenzie, just in case you're listening, which I know you are, on many occasions, please understand, it is your language. I am not speculating. You told us with your own language. You helped me figure things out that even your cousin didn't leak. So she can have a life too, right? And act as if nothing happened, which is what she does. Malaya acts as if nothing happened. Everything is back to normal. Yep, that's how it looks, people. That's how it looks. I'm going into details now, guys. This is the end, what they say, the end, what do you call it when you have like a marathon? The final lap. This is the final lap, guys. It's all or nothing now.
We don't know what happened. I only know from what I was told. I obviously wasn't there when the kids went missing, but
I believe you.
She deserves to not be ridiculed.
Let's see if she knows what Malaya did or didn't do.
Well, everything's touch and go. The subject is very touchy for family. Malaya's trying to live somewhat.
That voice irritates me, man. Because she is not telling us what she knows, and she thinks, I don't know why.
A of a normal life. She shouldn't be expected to sit in the house and be
How is your life normal, dude?
miserable. She can have a life too, right? We don't know what happened. I only know from
We don't know what happened. Why we? Do you know what happened? What do you mean we? How do you include her in a we? You don't know what Malaya knows unless you yourself have knowledge of it. And you want to make it a unity type of thing, that you want to speak on her behalf because of that. Because you know that there is at least something to hide. Doesn't mean you know details, but it means at least that you are somehow led to believe that there is something that you yourself need to hide. You cannot speak openly and as freely as the flow would command you to do. The flow is important, people. When they interrupt their own flow, stay alerted. This is really a good compilation, a real good compilation of audio right here. And thank you to the person who sent it to me. Thank you so very much. And never ignore your intuition. Never. Even though I prioritize, it means that I plan to do something and all of a sudden something brand new comes up and then I get to this instead. It depends on what I'm working on right now, guys. And then I get to it later. But thank you every single time you feel here's something really important, get it to me. And thank you to Julia Turner, who pointed this out to me. And needless to say, as I said, I had it already, never mind, not important. I had it already at the right time, almost the exact same timestamp. I was going to get to it next 2 days ago, and it blew my mind.
from what I was told. I obviously wasn't there when the kids went missing, but
Malaya was. You see, when we turn to I, did you see the pronoun change here?
we don't know what happened.
We don't know what happened. We. And now I.
Only know from what I was told.
I only know from what I was told. This tells us that Malaya knows. We don't know what happened. That would include Malaya. I only know from what I was told. What does Malaya know from? Pronoun changes are very important, guys.
Obviously wasn't there
But Malaya was.
when the kids went missing.
But Malaya was. You see, now the pronoun changes to I. Before it was we.
But she deserves
But.
to not be ridiculed.
In my opinion, she deserves worse. In my opinion, she deserves a lot worse.
As well, right? So I'm not sticking up for anybody in this situation.
I'm not sticking up for anybody in this situation. So, she says first, so I'm not sticking up for, that's because she is sticking up for Malaya. That's why she feels the need. Why would we expect of you to stick? Why would we suspect that? Why do you introduce it? Because that's what you are doing. And you realize how obvious you are getting. Not a professional speaker.
I know as much as everybody else.
No, you know more. Also.
About what had happened.
About what had happened. What did happen? You see? I know as much as everybody else. Not as little. As much as everybody else about what had happened. You see what the problem is here? When she adds about what had happened, there's something on her mind. And it's also passive language. Now let me read your comments. She is adding what had happened. There's something on her mind that's very specific, guys.
With the children, right?
With the children, right? Right. She needs approval now. Right? Am I doing okay? Are you buying my bullshit? Right?
So, yeah, it's to the point where it's 2 months too long.
This is just rhetoric banality to throw in there. Right? This is giving a speech. She's repeating the type of speech patterns she maybe has been impressed with before when she heard some people speak, because I'm pretty sure she had never spoken in public before.
Family, like, we're hurting over this. Like, it's
As family, like, we're hurting over this. How about Malaya?
a lot. And I mean, there's been a lot of things going around that's very much misinformation.
Of course there is. When I look online, the vast majority is wrong guesses, the vast majority. But some of it is actually right on point. And not only from people like you guys. There are people who simply take their time, don't conclude prematurely, and let the information come to them and realize. But you see, you want to label everything the same manner. That's not the way to do it, people. Not the way to go.
Like, people are just wild in the Facebook groups. I'm in them, but I stay quiet because I have a son at home that I still need.
By the way, what's her last name anyways? I don't know if I'm allowed, I don't think I've seen her on Facebook. The reason I'm asking is because if I ever open this shit up again and go into that group, I would use a search feature to look her up, her comments. But if any of you has, by the way, every time if you read something, as many of you have done, if you come across a comment, snapshot, send it, whatever it is. Anything. Oh, Haley Ferdinand, thank you so much, Teddy Bear. Thank you. That's her, exactly. Yeah, I think I looked her up before. Haley Ferdinand, yes. That's absolutely her. Anything, it's not an obligation. It's not like, okay, I need to find anything from Logan, anything, because most of it is not, even though she uses deceptive language, we can analyze so much from either of them that doesn't get us anywhere. Yes, she's deceptive, but she's not giving us the information we're looking for. If you see anything where you say, wow, here it is about the blanket again, here's a contradiction. That's what I want. Anything standing out to you, allow your intuition to go wild. And if you're wrong, there is no wrong. I don't always reply immediately, guys. I jump on it real quickly and verify what I can, and then I go straight to it. Anything that stands out to you, let there be no more doubt in your lives about anything. People that you have doubt about, feel free to, you can also ask me. I mean, you're learning how to analyze yourself. You can also always ask me questions about that, But, don't make it like, is my boyfriend cheating? I mean, I would know from, if you asked him the question, I would know. But then I'll be the bad guy. I don't get involved in other people's relationships. I used to. And it backfired on me very much, especially when they get back together. And I become the bad guy. So that's the only exception that I have when it's about, yeah. But you will be able to tell. You will be able to apply statement analysis to every aspect of your life, be it in business, be it with Wade was very clear. Very clear. And Wade said both Malaya and Daniel were abusive. Didn't he say Malaya locked them up? That was absolutely great with Wade. And you know what? It all aligns, people. It all aligns. All of it. And he said he's making it. He's using it, he's selling it, he's making it. And I believe that too. God, is my battery already suffering? Let me see. A little bit. No, I got a few more minutes, guys. I will write it out until the bitter end, man. Everything I say is my opinion and my opinion only. Everybody's innocent either proven guilty in the court of law. Until proven guilty in the court of law. Okay, Haley.
To keep life normal for him, right? But people are starting to figure out who I am, how I'm connected. So I
Because you inserted yourself into a case. That is the risk that you took.
figured, I would
Don't give me this.
give my peace of mind and what I know because people are starting to message and ask. But, I do just want to touch on a subject though.
Yeah, and probably most of the messages are really stupid. You gotta learn what to pay attention to.
The family altercation that happened in the driveway, I was there for that.
I believe you.
So there's a big piece that Logan has left out, and I'm ready to share that.
Oh God, do I need that? Yeah, why not?
Because we all know and have not said anything, but it's a very crucial point that they seem to be skipping over. So this was just before the briefing, if I can remember quite right here. We were all in the house, and Dan
There it goes.
was in the bathroom. And when I say we, I'm talking about my sister.
Look how excited she gets to tell the story.
Sister-in-law, her sister, Malaya's mother, my partner, and we were all in the kitchen and we heard things rustling around in the bathroom.
Remember rustling? Daniel talked about rustling. He heard Jack rustling in the kitchen, right? Not SS, but ST, rustling. The same language. He was rustling around in the bathroom. He was going through his stash and getting the lines ready, in my opinion. You see? The same language. Really? Ad blocker is free? Holy crap. Can you email me? Just a link to click on and click yes. Meredith. Oh, Chrome extension. Okay. It's called ad blocker. Gotcha. You see? Rustling. Jack was rustling. Kim, you got it. Kim, you recognize these things immediately. The same term, rustling. Maybe I will change the title. Jack and Daniel were, but I don't want to, Jack did not know what he was doing. But to Daniel, what Jack was doing was rustling. Because Jack was in his stash. Daniel didn't care about Jack. He cared about his stash. It was according to Daniel's language, people. Rustling. This is really important.
We're like, what the hell? So my stepmom went.
Guys, this is really, really, You see, I want to spend an hour on this, but I'll keep moving.
Knocked on the door and was like, damn, what's going on? Are you all right? Anyway, my sister-in-law went in and said she needs to use the bathroom. So he came out and he's kind of like hovering. So Shelby, Cheryl said I was her sister-in-law. It's like confusing, but Shelby's with
Oh, you did. It's like confusing. And like she said, oh my God.
my brother. She's my sister-in-law and Cheryl is Shelby's sister. So yeah, so like he was rustling some things around in the bathroom.
Again, she says rustling. Rustling Daniel. And that's why he used the language rustling in connection with Jack. He heard Jack rustling around, and that is leakage, guys. What's the definition? The perfect definition of rustling, anyways. Yeah, like, oh my God, like, so, yeah, okay. Rustling. Make a soft, muffled crackling sound like that caused by the movement of dry leaves or paper or aluminum foil. I added the aluminum foil part. There we go. What was Jack rustling with in the kitchen, Daniel? You brought it up. Did he have dry leaves? Paper? No. It was something else. Remember what Dan said, guys. And I will end it after this. And I'll be back later.
And we went in to kind of investigate after him. And there was drugs. Drugs was involved. And that's what fueled the family altercation in the driveway. And I'll be the one to say that because I got so freaking mad after this was found out. Because then I said to him, I said, that's exactly why you're acting the way you are, running around like a madman, acting like you're doing everything and everybody's just sitting back, like relaxing. Like nobody was, but nobody was running around like a chicken with their head
Well, except Malaya, nobody,
cut off because we weren't on drugs. Do you know what I mean? But that's
Do you know what I mean?
what the altercation was, because I was like, I confronted his family. It was actually me. And I said, what the hell, guys? Like, what's going on here? Like, why is that involved? My sister broke down and she admitted that he's been on it for 2 years.
And that's why she took it back the next day. Because Malaya didn't want people to know that she knew and did nothing about it to protect her children. You see? It was a bag. Yes, Kim. It was in a bag. That was his stash, guys.
Or so. And yeah, so they all got very mad when that came about, and they all kind of said, you know what, we already knew that. Well, if you knew that, why the hell is there children in a home with somebody like that?
Thank you. And now you said too much. That's why you took it back later. She forgot the instructions she got from maybe Malaya or her mother, maybe. Maybe Cindy Murray is the one who said, you don't want to say this. You don't want to say too much. You want to get back at Daniel. You want to tell people Daniel's full of shit. But now you're overdoing it. She's saying exactly what it is. Why the hell is there children? Wasn't there CPS? Malaya, what's your problem? That's why the next day, Haley went to Facebook and said, no, I was wrong. I don't know what I was thinking. I was hallucinating. It's just one of those things. Maybe I had too much coffee, or maybe I was, I don't know. Silly me. How could I be so wrong? No, man, when you make this accusation, you know what it is. I caught people doing it, even when I was young, when a guy from the neighborhood, when I didn't know what it was, but I knew it was something wrong. I didn't really know what drugs was, but I saw it and I knew it was something that was wrong based on how he acted, how secretive he was. And then I was certain. And when I was certain, there was no mistaking. You know what I mean? So, and the idiot tried to convince me that he had diabetes and needed to inject himself. And I think I stood there with my mouth open like, what? Why do you have to cook insulin in a spoon? Anyways, why the hell is there children in a home with somebody like that?
Like, why aren't you protecting the kids that way? Like, do you know what I mean? So that was a big piece that...
That's exactly it. Malaya didn't protect the kids. That's why she had to take it back. Malaya is responsible, at least partially, for whatever it turned into being. Yeah, Kim, I was, I was like, you know what, dude? I don't care what you're doing, but the fact that you're lying to me, now I'm involved. Now I need to know. Yeah. Anyways.
Logan and whoever else, this Darren guy that is related to Malaya's side. I mean, he's just spewing a bunch of stuff that's not 100%.
Uh-oh. What do you mean not 100%? How much percentage is there? What are you trying to say here, Haley? What are you trying to tell me?
That was on the Saturday, right?
Yeah, that was just
Yeah.
as Malaya was going down to the
Yeah.
press conference. Yeah. So Malaya broke at the end of the driveway. She was crying, and I was like, what's going on? And she wouldn't talk. And I looked at her and I said, now's the time to talk. Like, you're fucking talking. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And she broke down, and that's what it came about, that he was doing that. So that fueled the family fight that there was. And I mean, yes, Janie or whatever her
I can see that. And then there came Janie.
name was, did go at Cheryl. Logan was trying to fight everybody in the driveway. They
I can see that too.
kicked us off the property because we found out something that nobody was supposed to find out.
And this shows us how protective these people are of Daniel. This shows us Logan and Janie, in my opinion, they don't care what he did to these children. And she didn't talk about false accusations, Janie. Awful accusations, right? Awful. He did something awful, at least to Lilly. And I'm convinced of that. But you see, Logan was fighting everybody else. And Daniel was the one who did wrong. But Logan was there to fight everybody else. Not Daniel. Not put him in his place. Are you stupid to go outside? Do it somewhere else. Hide it. No. And the same like Janie. No matter what. That's how they stick together, guys. This is their pattern. It doesn't matter if he unalived Lilly. It doesn't matter to them. They don't think along the lines like, listen, I need to tell somebody, I need to get this off my chest. This is weighing on me. It was weighing on Wade. He was happy to talk. He was probably not happy with the consequences of Cindy being on his ass because he still has to live with her. You idiot. You big mouth idiot. I feel bad for him, man. But I'm happy he told us. Tim Hortons? What is Tim Hortons? The chocolate shop? I don't know. What is Tim Hortons? Is it chocolate? Why do they buy so much unimportant shit, man? They're getting money from the government to, go to, what kind of stores do they have up there in Canada? What do they have? Albertsons or, I don't even know. Go to a coffee shop. Jeez, man. You don't need coffee. You already, he needs the uppers, right? He likes the uppers. what about a grocery store, man? Buy the kids something that, you know, that's good for them. Dollarama coffee is, well, I love coffee. I go to Starbucks, but I don't, you know, even though they probably put a shitload of chemicals in there. But especially when I'm driving and I'm tired, that keeps my eyes open. And it kicks in hard for me sometimes, man. Like when I'm on the freeway and really think, oh my God, I'm too tired to drive. The moment I got Starbucks in me, I light up, dude. As long as I sleep eventually. But anywho. Poutine? That's right, huh? Oh yeah, thank you, Meredith. Got it. Not risking. Oh, okay. Poutine. Everybody from the United States, do you know what poutine is, people? Do you know what poutine is? Canadian dollar store. Okay. Poutine is a Canadian dish originating from Quebec, consisting of French fries. Yep, Quebec is French. French fries with fresh cheese curds and hot brown gravy. I didn't know. Now I do. Poutine. Oh, it's pronounced poutine. Really? Poutine? If you get real gravy, got it. Poutine. I had no idea, Kim. I was like, I don't want to sound like an idiot, so I don't want to ask. Now I don't care, man. Yeah, got it. Poutine. Wow. Yeah, I believe it sounds good. Yeah. And, potatoes are not expensive. But I want it. I want to try it. Poutine. You see, we learn a lot more than just a few things. I don't do ketchup though. I'm getting like anyways. Yeah. Poutine. Homemade mayonnaise I like if it's homemade. I love it actually. Nicotine, yeah. Poutine? Okay, I want a poutine non-filter, please. Cool. Yeah, pizza also usually. Yeah, exactly. Sounds good, Meredith. Hockey concession food. I believe that, yes. It's not like the ballpark wiener, but the hockey game poutine. Ciao, ciao. And fight kangaroos? It must be Australia. Australia. Yeah, I doubt kangaroos would like the cold in Canada. Am I almost done? Let me see, man. Let me see what my battery is saying. I'm doing this so... I learned to do this from JLR. Nothing fancy.
right? Yeah, just before Malaya had left. Malaya planned the baby was going to go with Logan. There was a lot of like, kind of
Oh, I cannot stand you anymore.
like, give me the baby, I'm taking the baby, and then you can come too. And it was kind of like, Malaya, like, I spoke to her and I was like, why don't you go with your mom? She wasn't made to go with her mom.
And I think, yeah, it wasn't planned, but I think this is like an intervention. And I believe Malaya is the one who made the choice. So all of this talk about her mom forced her into the car, complete nonsense. That was her friends, that were people saying to her, you know what? It's enough, dude. And I think she realized that there are people who care about me. Yeah, I listened to too much of this horse crap, man. So I believe that it's when Malaya realized, you know what, man? And imagine it gotten to the point where your children are no longer alive according to your own language of pain and sorrow. Pain and sorrow. That was the result of your relationship. And of course, in the private messages, Daniel said, remember the Daniel that you first met. I think at that moment she waved that Daniel goodbye and realized that Daniel was a flash in the pan. Somebody who showed only his best sides and was doing the bad things in secret, hiding who he really is. And I mean, that's what it took. And Lilly and Jack had to pay the price for you to come to your senses. That's how I see it, people. It's a get out of jail free card. Yep. They had no idea what the hell happened. And I think Jack was too young to know the difference. That's why he was always angry looking. But Lilly, until she was 4, there was love. She was surrounded by love. She had Belinda. She had, I think Cindy was all right with her probably. Wade seemed cool. Malaya was a good mother at this time before Meadow. And then it all changed. And Lilly must have been in shock and realized I need to protect my little baby brother. This is what I think happened, guys. And now I still have a few more minutes. Cool. I'm happy to see you guys on here. Julia Turner, hey, I messaged you earlier. I couldn't wait. And it's exactly what you have reminded me of that I've been talking about. The moment it's on my mind, I go live. I don't care if it's 2 a.m, 4 a.m. I don't care what time it is, guys. And I don't care if there are 2 people in chat, I don't care what YouTube suggests to me. Do it at a different time and everybody's online. No, man, I can't do that. I can't do it because then I also might wear out. And for 2 days, maybe I don't make videos because I don't want to repeat myself. But now we're closing in, people. And I don't know, and I don't care what they're going to do. I blocked all the fake accounts now on Facebook. And I will block like crazy. You know what I mean? I want only to read from certain people. So if you have any screenshot from Logan, Janie, yes, I'm always interested in that. Especially Daniel Martel. And should Malaya show her face? But I don't think she will. I don't think so, guys.
As her sister, I could see what was right and what was wrong in that moment. And they were trying to persuade her to stay with the baby. And I told her that she really needs to sit and think what's best for her and the baby at this time.
Yeah. None of this, but I feel safest with Daniel. I feel safest in the shithole. I feel safest with all the recyclables. I feel safest in the house where my 2 children got hurt. She did not feel safe. That's why, but you know the story. You see, I'm speeding it up now. You guys already are way advanced. So and by the way, the best way to learn is by teaching. So if anybody asks questions and you have the answer, kick it.
And she ended up going with her mom, and that was willingly.
Because there are a lot of new people coming here who are interested in what I do. And fill in the blanks, people.
Was nobody talking her in to go. I'm just like, you have a home.
Yes.
You'll be treated right. There'll be food. There'll be love. Like,
I believe you. I believe you. And as her sister, I believe she cares about Malaya. There will be food. There will be love. You will be treated right. You won't be slapped around, held down, restricted. You're not going to have a nervous breakdown. You'll be okay. And I don't know, maybe she did love Daniel so much at one point that she was waiting for the old Daniel to come back. I don't know what people in this situation, I think they're holding on to an illusion or a feeling that they remember, right? You never forget how somebody made you feel. I forget what you said. I forget what I forget so many things. But how you made me feel, I never forget. Even when people message me after 10 years on Facebook, I immediately feel what I felt back then, the last time that I talked to them, even though so much had happened since. But you never forget how somebody made you feel. And I believe that was what, she remembered that feeling she had in the beginning with Daniel. I believe that, but that faded away when she now remembered what it felt like not to be stressed out over somebody's chaotic lifestyle and all of this. Love is blind, marriage is an eye-opener. Yeah, I love that. It's true, Kim. Kim, you give the best comments, man. No, diabetic. I hadn't seen diabetic guy in over 20 years. And I don't even know, he left town and he left, nobody heard from him again. So I have no, I may, what was his last name? I don't even want to Google him. I couldn't find him anywhere. I tried that before. So, no, man, people like that, they're out of my life. That was a long time ago. I was like 13 to 17, man. 13 or somewhere around there.
you know what I mean? I do gotta jump off. I have some things to do, but I'll catch you later if that's okay.
So that's what I stated as well. Because when I got there, I said, do you want me to stay with the baby? You can go look. She goes,
my battery is almost down. And I really don't want to hear this dipshit anymore. But I got 7%. I can keep going. Oh, God, I get a headache now.
I'm going to stay with the baby. Okay, so whatever. So I went walking.
Okay, I will end this with a highlight. I will get back to you later, Logan. I'm going to get through all of this. I'm going to make another one. But too much Logan at one time. Wait. Shit, what was she going to say?
That's like, it was there before I got there Friday.
Yeah, shut up. Stupid ass.
Custody or your phone, I think there's an issue there. She seems very toxic to me, and like I said, it's very controlling, and that's how Daniel has described her to me because I've asked about her.
I was actually there on Friday myself, and it was May 2nd. I live in Truro. I'm good friends with Malaya. I just wanted to kind of touch on a few things that you said. So we were the ones that actually found the blanket. And as far as I knew, the blanket was on the railing, not in the garbage.
And I will leave it at that. Julia Turner, this was a topic. Bye, everybody. Thank you so very much. I have to go. I will be back later. I will be back. You know what? I don't plan any lives. Yeah, I cannot. If I was to see a script or a transcript of Logan, that'd be easier. But I don't want to. Nobody should go through this. Guys, I appreciate it so much. Anytime I have something new, I don't care what time it is, whenever, I will turn on the camera. I will be on. Hopefully some of you are on. Kim, thank you so much. Julia Turner, thank you so much. Cooper, welcome back. Thank you. Julia Hayden, Wolf, Layla, Christian, Meredith, thank you for the email. Laurie, yes. And again, I marked this as a sensitivity before, but I forgot to revisit it until Julia pointed it out to me. I'm very grateful for that. And I will just say goodbye. No song. Start your day. Thank you. Goodbye, guys. Appreciate you very much.